Now, I can't speak for nobody else, but if you would have told me 5 years ago that the Los Angeles Clippers wouldn't have did nothing, I 100% would have called you insane. Not only did they not win a championship, they only went to the conference finals one time. But let's take it back and really get into the repeated failures from this era of the Los Angeles Clippers. July 2019, Kawhi Leonard, fresh off one of the greatest playoff performances I've ever seen, brought Toronto a chip, but decided to leave it all and go to LA to be joined by Paul George, who just came off the best season of his career, finished both top 3 in MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. These two were teaming up at the peak of their powers. I was moved. The world was moved. It was a clear all-in move, evidenced by the Clippers trading everything, while still being able to surround the two with very good rosters throughout their tenure. Alongside all that, year one of this era was such a perfect time for him. AD had just forced his way to the Lakers, so you had the whole battle for LA thing. And the Warriors were in complete shambles at the time, so they was out the way. Anyway, season goes on. We get hit with that vid, and the bubble ends up happening. Clippers struggle with Dallas in the first round, but they slide by and face off against the baby Nuggets and proceed to egregiously blow a 3-1 lead. Now listen, all blown 3-1s are bad, but they really let Nas down with this one. Blew this game and obviously lost the next two. So it's just like, okay, that was bad, but it's cool. We'll be back next year. Little did the streets know, this was gonna be their only actual opportunity to get anything done. Cause your best two literally took turns getting hurt come playoff time. In 21, yes, Paul George did will you to the conference finals. Cause Kawhi's knee exploded in the second round. Ended up losing to Phoenix, but you went head up with him without your ace. So you just like, hey, get Kawhi back and let's run it. Like for real this time. That did not happen. You ain't really get Kawhi back, for real. You actually couldn't keep Paul George on the floor either. They both missed extended time, and the Clippers ended up missing the playoffs. So by this point, it's starting to be like, but hey bro, we put way too much into this. And if we could just keep our guys on the floor, we can compete, we can go. So on to 2023. Talked about these boys literally taking turns getting hurt. This year's was PG's turn. Exited with like a week or two left in the season. So come playoff time, you get Kawhi and friends. No disrespect to the slew of good players on that team, but against the still newly-ish formed KD Suns, Kawhi Schmeckeldorf them boys in game 1, bro. Again, just reminding all of how good he is. After that though, he decided, man, I ain't really feeling this either, and missed the rest of the series with injury. Obviously, the Clippers went on to lose. And now the streets fed up, bro, cause Jesus Christ. But they ended up reloading once again. Got James Harden earlier on into the season, which started horribly, but they quickly pulled it together. They once again looked like a real legitimate threat. And don't let the people fool you. The night earlier on in their win streak, when they went to Boston and ran them boys out of their own gym, the streets were moved. People took notice and they were terrified. All for nothing though, cause of course, even though both Kawhi and PG played their most regular season games in years, Kawhi traded his inclusion in the playoffs for his great regular season. In the days leading up to the playoffs, news about his knee hurting dropped, and it was real. He basically missed the playoffs again. The 4th year in a row with an injury asterisk. At that point, you just gotta let it go, dog. Clearly this ain't it. Now obviously, Paul George was the biggest domino in this year's free agent class, and he done went to Philly, which is a phenomenal pairing. But I ain't gonna lie, I don't really care like that. Yes, PG played all of last year. I don't care. Taking the risk that is Paul George and moving him from Kawhi Leonard to Joel Embiid, bro, I ain't even gonna get too much into it. I'm praying for good health for both them boys for the rest of their careers. Cause if they can't get that, Philly is a threat. The Clippers on the other hand are absolutely cooked. It's just what happens after you go all in like they did, which was absolutely the right thing to do. When you get a duo like that, boy, you gotta put all your chips on the table, indubitably. Cause if you win a chip, don't nobody care about Shea. Don't nobody care about no picks. Who cares? It just ain't work out for them. Now they have absolutely nothing. Obviously still got Kawhi and James Harden, which is cute, but that ain't gonna be enough to make no real noise. So now they just stuck being okay, unless they just wanna blow it all the way up and be boo-boo. It really sucks, but hey, I hope y'all enjoyed this one. It's been kind of crazy to have gotten two such prominent examples from a singular franchise of how to be completely fraudulent. and to horrifically underachieve. Speaking on that though, I want y'all to let me know who y'all personally think is the bigger failure, Lob City or Kawhi and PG. Let me know. I ain't even gonna lie, it could be some recency bias, but Kawhi and PG letting us down crazy. Like I said though, hope y'all did enjoy this one. If you did, leave me a little like, comment any thoughts that you got down below. Subscribe to the channel. Tap in on my social medias too, I'll have them linked in the description. And I'ma see y'all soon in the next one.